DJ Akademiks was on the Wallow and the what is it? $1 million worth of game podcast with Wallow and my boy what is his name again? Why am I having a brain fart right now?
Wallow and what is his name?
Gilly the Kid.
Yes, you took it right out of my mouth.
I forgot Gilly. Gilly, my bad, my brother.
Gilly.
Is that the gangster dude?
Well, he was a rap gangster at one time, but now he a podcaster. So shout out to Gilly the Kid. But anyway, DJ Akademiks, Jamaican-born DJ Akademiks, who is one of the most prolific right now, one of the most prolific hip hop commentators. Doing big things in the YouTube /podcast / entertainment area. He says that Vybz Kartel is more influential than Bob Marley.
I'm out.
Yeah. Bye.
So, what do we say?
Even though
he's smoking, even though he's smoking.
What
drugs was it?
They know that I'm Gaza.
Listen, Kartel on the streets right now. I get that. Put up more music. He put out more music than people that's not in jail. I get that. But don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again, dude.
That was drugs. It had to be drugs.
Maybe he ate, some what you call
some mushrooms or something.
Edible, yeah, and he wasn't as right on because
he must have been doing.
Ain't no way, my boy. Ain't no way.
He was doing meth.
My boy. Ain't no way.
Meth. Stop, dude. No.
Might. First.
Why would he make that comparison anyway?
Right.
He was telling them that he was from Jamaica. They was asking him. He said Vybz Kartel is his favorite musician. Period.
Yeah.
Out of everybody, rap.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
That's fine.
That's fine.
So then he went through saying that I like how Gilly played him out. Gilly was like, "Get the out of here."
I know you.
Gilly said, "Free Vybz Kartel and all," but he ain't no one.
Exactly. Come on, you let an American dude tell you that. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Dre, you can play devil's advocate, and then after you play devil's advocate, I'll play white devil's advocate, and then I'll tell you the real what's about to happen now. So go ahead and speak, Dre. Go ahead and type in what you got to type in, and make sure you make some type of sense. If you don't, after I done doing my white devil's advocate,
y'all too much tonight with that.
I cannot. There is no
go together.
There is no
comparison. Hey, DJ Akademiks is a dude that you could tell that some people shouldn't be able to have. And I'm not trying to take away anything from him because he's doing his thing. He's built a platform that most people will wish. I'd wish that our platform would be able to even be 5 to 10% of what his platform is. Mm-hmm. But the way how he's talking, you can tell when the dudes start feeling themselves. Like when you got dudes that's trying to explain to you how stuff work, and he's trying to overtalk these dudes. Talking like he's a tough guy, but then telling you he's not a tough guy at the same time. Like, yo, dude, you need to listen to people. You're gonna put yourself in problems.
Yeah, but that
and you don't want to be able to have to be going to clubs, watching out what type of girl you're talking to because they're gonna set you up with these dudes that you're talking crap about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, guy, you can't compare him to Bob Marley. That's not an apt comparison. It's a wasted comparison.
Doesn't make any sense. Honest assessment of why you think that, short man. Because some would say Vybz Kartel influences is the most broadest influence in the music genre, as DJ Akademiks would say. I think that young people from the island, I don't even want to say that they would agree, but I think that it will be mostly young people that would say stuff like that.
Exactly. I don't think we should try to explain it or justify it.
No, but for people, some people don't understand. People might have heard this and think it's actually true or think that it has a point. So you giving them your
listen. If you okay, let's go there then. If you sit down with a Bob Marley album, anyone. Maybe anyone you want to sit down with. you know, and just listen to the words, and think about how far back those lyrics were, and they're relevant today. Buffalo Soldier, Dreadlocks Rasta. You know what I'm saying? Think about that song.
Come back in a couple decades.
Yeah, I mean the content is not even you can't even compare the content. Right. Sit down, listen to the songs. Yeah, they're popular for Vybz Kartel. Great, we party. They're popular, influencing the masses. You know, in the pop culture in that way. But the body of work that Bob put out, and that we can to this day still, that we can sit down and listen, and enjoy, and learn something from it even today, and it has relevance today. I would never do that. I would never make that comparison. I wouldn't even do it. I wouldn't even do it. And to say he was born in Jamaica and he made that dumb comparison, I don't even know what that says about him.
He was grown in America. He came.
Okay, all right. Well, we ain't gonna forgive him for it, but still.
Yeah, we're not gonna forgive. We're not
gonna forgive him for it.
That. Dre said worldwide no in dancehall world. Yes, I think that's what he meant. No, that's not what he meant.
Yeah.
A lot of people even bleach because of Vybz Kartel. So on a pop culture scale, influentially, yes, that's a fault. Hey, Dre, that's nonsense, and you smarter than that.
If he gonna cut off for Pinky, they're gonna cut off for Pinky too.
Always been synonymous in Jamaica. We might deny that it was, but it's always been synonymous in Jamaica since I was a little kid. Secondly, Vybz Kartel could never stop warring fractures in Jamaica from warring. In fact, he had to go team with them. Bob Marley did. Bob Marley did. The whole course of a culture in Jamaica of accepting Rastafarians, dude.
Yeah, I just think that's a disservice, that comparison.
You can't compare when people say they want to be great. They don't say I want to be great like Vybz Kartel.
Yeah,
I'm taking nothing away from Vybz Kartel. They said
nobody's doing that. Yeah,
Bob Marley.
Yeah. But
in Panama, when I was growing up, and my stepfather would tell me stories about people getting together, like sometimes it'll be like, you know how sometimes one street don't like another street. They used to play Bob Marley songs to bring everybody together. Everybody together.
You're not playing a Vybz Kartel song with nobody together, okay?
Have to sit down and no, you can't come. You cannot compare.
I think thinking that right now for people like the nostalgia of being around right now, and people might not, and even then, the witnesses like Dre said, you see people with they got Bob Marley pictures and people. I got a Bob Marley. My Bob Marley picture right here. This is a Bob Marley picture, man. Right here.
Where your Vybz Kartel picture at?
I don't have one.
Exactly.
Bob Marley picture is almost synonymous in Black culture house, like the Black Jesus pictures.
Yep.
That's cultural impact around the world. You have houses in Jamaica that have Bob Marley pictures and the Jesus pictures on their wall. That's how synonymous of a cultural icon Bob Marley was. Bob Marley is such a cultural icon that we could actually put him up to be referenced in the same category with Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Not saying that he could manage Michael Jackson, because I don't think that, but that's how big of an icon this dude was.
Yeah.
Period. Not just worldwide. I'm talking about even in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And everybody that saes reggae will not think of Vybz. They'll say, "Oh, Bob Marley."
Yeah. First thing that comes to mind. You ask anybody in the world.
First person. And it's true with even in Panama, what we had in our house, my mom had her little black Jesus, and my stepdad has Bob Marley picture on the wall. Yeah. And when I was younger, I used to be like, okay, so who are we praying to? We got two pictures. I used to ask my stepdad,
one of them got a split from one on the cross. Which one?
I used to be because when I think I was 7. I used to be like, so I used to tell my dad, like, Dad, who we praying? He was like, no, you prayed to, but this right here. And then he explained to me about Marley. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I was like, you might as well pray to him, because my stepdad used to glorify Bob Marley. He used to love Bob Marley. So yes, it is very true. Most of everybody when they have, even in people's houses, when they hear about culture, it don't have to be Jamaica. It can be any type of culture, and they have like the first thing you're gonna see, they put up a picture of Bob Marley because that represents the culture.
Right.
The culture.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is.
Akademiks, Dre said, remember, Akademiks is not from that era, so he was talking about now. Now he was talking about of all time. He said of all time. Yeah. He specifically, I watched that program. He specifically said that. Yeah. Vybz Kartel was the greatest. Have more influence than any other artist out of Jamaica. He specifically said that. When Gillian Wallow said to him, "Nah, that's Bob Marley," he said, "No."
Oh yeah, he's smoking. Yeah, them guys know better than him for some reason.
Yeah. He also said, "I personally think that there will never be another artist. There'll never be another artist greater than Bob Marley." You know, that could be debated.
I mean, that's not to be seen. I mean,
Vybz Kartel ain't the artist that's greater than
exactly.
Him right now, down the line, could he ever surpass him? Possibility. What you saying, Lola?
Stop doing my job, please. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
He was a little passionate. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Lola. Handle that right there.
That's fine, but remember, Bob Marley is not from our bloodline. Kartel is.
What bloodline is Bob Marley not from? You know, his daddy might be white and from England, but his mama is a Jamaican.
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about.
So, I mean, that's the same bloodline, I would think. Dre, read that, Lola.
Akademiks is speaking from a young pop culture mind. They only see what is hot now and not what is going to be hot forever.
But Dre, you just kind of agree with Akademiks not too long ago. So which mind are you speaking from? That's what you said right there, isn't it right?
I think Dre reconsidered.
He changed his mind.
He was like, let me think about it. Yeah.
We're allowed to change our mind. I think he reconsidered.
Right.
I think he thought about it. He said, you know what? Nah. He reconsidered.
But it also Dre said, "Oh, he's my bad." Lola, go
ahead. Basically, he's an idiot.
I know that's right, Lola. I know what that means.
Man, I'm what? Oh, Dre said he was. My bad. He was. He did say he was playing devil's advocate. Yeah. My bad.
Yes. I mean, his whole statement that it just doesn't make any sense anyway. I wouldn't put them in the same sentence.
Nah, not at all.
As far as that goes, I just he's free. He could do it, but he can do it, but we're gonna criticize it. We're gonna say something bad. He can do it.
I think Vybz Kartel have done enough to make himself probably one of the great.
Arguably one of the greatest dancehall artists.
In
arguably
recent years.
Yeah.
And I don't even think Vybz Kartel is more influential than Bounty Killer.
No.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't even think he's more influential than the run of influence. I think it's Bounty Killer, Sizzler, and then Vybz Kartel. That's my opinion. Because influence. One time how the influence that Sizzler started letting fools, you know how many dudes I know became Rasta because of Sizzler.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Sizzler turned the country into an infestation of Rastas. Niggas would start turning Rastas all over the place. And from New York, every time I see one of my brethren, them and say, "Yo, yeah, Rasta?" Yes. Holy Emmanuel. I like, man.
Yes, I am. Yes.
Yeah.
So, and then they wear the hair and
and I don't want people to feel like we're taking nothing away from Vybz Kartel. You're gonna have your Vybz Kartel fans.
No, because there's a Vybz Kartel fan to life right here.
It's Vybz Kartel. I rate Vybz Kartel.
What Shanti?
Yeah. I can separate, I shot my I don't have for dread for being Rasta.
Exactly. Hey, I was here in my heart back then. Hey, in my heart, dog. Remember, I'm tell you.
Because I like the dark skin Vybz Kartel and I like the light skin Vybz Kartel.
I'm a person that's able to separate art from the person.
Black Kartel, White Kartel.
As an artist, I love Vybz Kartel as an artist. As a person, his characteristics, the stuff that I see done, I don't care about. That's not me. He ain't.
Man, music. White Kartel thing, not do that one, but Black Kartel thing on the songs. I like all the songs.
Kartel songs, Kartel influence, and that's saying a lot. Because, you know, Kartel grew up with, Kartel will tell you that Bounty Killer influenced him. I don't know, will tell you Killer. A lot of artists idolizing Bounty Killer. That's why I say it's Killer, Sizzler, and then Kartel.
Because Bounty was more, people know Bounty. In America, people know Bounty.
Yeah, I mean, if y'all don't believe me, listen to the new song Killer and Vybz Kartel got coming out. They said, Bounty Killer, that's Godzilla. That's Kartel saying that in the song.
Yep.
Yeah, so Bounty Killer, Busy Signal, and Vybz Kartel supposed to be dropping here soon. Yeah, you can't forget that.